ocean, whether 'tis noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing them, to die to sleep no more, and by asleep to see we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flashes here to tears to consummation, devoutly to be wished. To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's a rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come. We have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause, there's a respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The presses wrong the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the obsolete, the insolence of office, and the spurns of patient merit of unworthy takes. That he himself might as well just make the bare bodkin who would father's bed as drink and sleep under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fight to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus a native view of resolution is sickled over with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of